I'm going to make a little adjustment here. Hopefully, so you can all see well. Oh gosh, I need to mute myself. There's nothing worse than hearing yourself talk. Isn't it true? It's so weird, right? Then I've got to pull up my little stuff so I can see everybody's comments. Hi, Karen in Arizona. Hey, Sandra. So glad you're here hanging out with me. Okay. Hello, Debbie in Australia. I've got people on YouTube joining, and I've got people joining me on Facebook Live at the same time. It's super fun. I'm really loving doing this. We're going to make a little adjustment here. Uh-oh, I got my phone in the way. Whoops. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Okay, so I don't know if you saw my, oh, now I've messed up everything, haven't I? Good grief. Okay. So I don't know if you saw my blog post today, but I had a fun blog post sharing kind of information about my personal life. So my husband has been in a program called Hot School or Hedge, and it is a training program where he's learning to become a journeyman lineman. So that's a power lineman here in the United States, and those are the guys that climb the poles and fix our power and keep our electricity on. And so he's been going through a very grueling, rigorous, mentally and physically taxing process for the last 6 months. And he graduated on Friday. And so I thought we should have some sort of fun little celebration for him, just to kind of earmark this achievement, because it's still 2.5 more years before he will become a lineman. But for now, I wanted to do something to recognize all his efforts and hard work, because it has been a lot of effort and a lot of hard work, especially at his age. Something I've been kind of teasing him about. He is 42. And so most of the guys that are doing what he's doing are half his age. So it's pretty impressive, I think. Hi, Kathy in South Carolina. I hope you guys can hear me on Facebook. Okay. So yes, he graduated, and so we had a little party, and I decided to make little s'more packages for everybody. And I actually did not go this fancy with everybody's s'more packages, because I knew that they would just tear the top off and throw it away. I actually ended up just doing little baggies tied at the top with the stuff inside. But I thought I would make a couple of these little packets for my cousins in Montana. So my nieces. So I have 2 nieces in Montana. In fact, they joined me last week on my live event. And so I was actually kind of hoping they would be here today, because I thought it would be fun for them to see this. But I'm making them these little s'more packets so that they can have s'mores. And I just thought these were so cute. So one of the things I wanted to share, commercial break. We're going to have a little commercial break. Okay, so I have a giveaway for the end of the event here today, and I have an announcement for who the winner was from last week. So hang tight for that. And then I'm going to also be sharing a little bit of information about joining the Lovely Stampers little stamping family that I have going on. That's super fun. So hang tight for all that stuff, because those will be more commercial breaks as we go. Okay, so let's get started with our treat. I want to show you all the supplies that I'm using. There's not a ton, but a few. So we're going to use the Labeler Alphabet Set and Foxy Friends. And I have to tell you that originally I really did not think that I would care for this stamp set very much, and I've got it, and now I'm using it quite a bit. I love it. And Foxy Friends has been around for a while, but to me it's classic, and it should just never go out of style. So I feel like I should bring it back. And we're actually not going to use the punch today, but there is a coordinating punch. that goes with this to punch out all the pieces. And I thought I would just show you one of the little, so this is the fox's head. So you can punch that out. So that's fun. And I apologize if I sound a little raspy. I think I'm fighting off a cold. So just have your fingers crossed for me that I beat whatever I've got going on. So that's what we're going to use. And then I've got a piece of Coffee Break Designer Series paper, and this is found in the annual catalog. And all the supplies are listed below the description in the YouTube video that we're on right now. And also it is listed on my Facebook page as well. So if you are interested in getting any of this supplies that you see, you can do that. The links are available in the Facebook post and in the description of my video. We're using 3x6 gusseted bags. These are some of my favorite bags that Stampin' Up! Carries. They are food safe. And they just open up really nice and big. So I really love these bags. All right. I've got some crumb cake and Whisper White. So we're going to do a little stamping. I've already mounted my sentiment. And I created my own sentiment because there was nothing in the catalog that said anything about s'mores. So I did Love You S'more. And then the contents of the cello bag is a s'more, a stuff to make your own s'more. So I thought that was fun and kind of creative. And then you can just take a little black pen and just add a little, what is that called? Somebody tell me what that's called. Is it an apostrophe? All right. So I see somebody commenting saying, hello, is she here? Pamela is saying that. So I don't know why I'm not showing up on Pamela's screen. Hello, Ashley in Minnesota. Hi, Emily. Hi, Cheryl. So happy you're with us today. So I've punched this out using the Everyday Label Punch, and it just fit perfect. And so that was pretty easy and fun. Then I wanted to do my stamping of my little fox. So I'm using the fox that's in the set that is just already put together. It's not in different pieces. And I'm using Cajun Craze ink because Cajun Craze happens to be the perfect color of a fox. Well, at least any fox that I'm going to stamp. Okay, so here's a little tip. You see how inky this is, and I don't know if you can tell, but I've kind of gone wonky on the lines. So I'm just going to stamp off a few times here. And I'm going to go a little bit lighter on picking up my ink. Sometimes this happens when you have, actually this one's worse. Sometimes this happens when you have an ink pad that's over inked. So what has happened with this ink pad is that I got too much ink on it when I was re-inking it, and now it's oversaturated. So one of the things that you can do is you can blot it with a paper towel to soak some of that ink up to help it ink a little bit better. So that's just a little tip for you. I over inked this one because I was in a hurry, and so now it's not showing the detail in the stamp, and that just happens from time to time. All right, so I've got my basic black here, and I'm still going to use it for the fox's nose and eyes, and then for his little feet. He's just so stinking cute. I love him. Sorry about my dogs. You're going to probably hear dogs and people in the background because my husband just got home from work. So what I was going to tell you is if you go visit my website, my blog at levinstampin.com, there is a link below the video description on YouTube, and there is one in the Facebook post. You will see pictures of my husband high in the sky. He's up on poles. I put a bunch of pictures up there that I haven't shared before now. And so if you want to see those pictures, you can visit and check those out. So there are no punches or framelits to cut this little fox out all together. But that really was not a big deal to me. Now, if you were making like tons of these, then it might be a little ridiculous to sit and hand cut them like this. Fussy cut is what I call this. But I'm only making 2. The one I've already made and then this one. And I'm going to send it in my little box of goodies to my nieces in Montana so that they can have a s'more out by a fire and think of their Aunt Wendy. I miss them so much all the time. Okay. So for those of you joining me from Australia or anywhere else in the world that's not the United States, do you know what a s'more is? I didn't even think to ask that. Hello in Pennsylvania. Okay. So there's our fox all trimmed out, and I left a little bit of a white edge around him. You may notice that. He is really, really sweet and cute. And yes, isn't he cute, Kathy? So I'm dying to know if everybody knows what a s'more is, because I don't know if they have s'mores in other parts of the world. Is that just a United States thing? I would love to know. Hi, Carrie. Okay, so then I've got this piece of Coffee Break Designer Series paper, and look how great this goes together with this fox. So I really encourage you, if you have a bunch of Designer Series papers or other papers laying around that are tucked away, because we all know we tend to hoard paper, go through it and see what you have, because that's what I did. I just said, you know what, I'm not going to focus just on the Occasions catalog, which is our newest catalog that just released. I'm going to go look and see what other papers I have. So I started going around and looking through everything, and I came across my coffee break paper, turned over this piece. This is the piece that was showing, and I thought, oh, that would be cute. And then I turned it over and I went, oh my gosh, it's hearts and it's green. How perfect is that? Right? So I thought, well, that's it right there. I'm going to have to do that one. And so that's how I ended up coming across this piece of paper. So I just encourage you to go look back over, you know, some of your papers and even your stamp sets and stuff like that that you haven't used in a long time, and see what you come up with, because you just never know what papers are there. Okay, so this one is cut at 3 1/8 by 3 1/2, and it's 3 1/8 wide just because the bags are 3 inches wide, and I wanted it to hang over just a little. So I'm just going to fold it in half. Use my bone folder here to score it. Isn't this a cute bone folder? Has my name on it. This is a Stampin' Up! Bone folder. And then one of my awesome customers, who's been a customer of mine for a really long time, sent this to me as a gift and had it engraved for me with my name. I thought that was so incredibly sweet. Okay, so, sorry, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to flip back on my screen here. Okay. Okay, so Debbie says, no idea, but I figured it was an American thing regarding s'mores. So what it is we have graham crackers in the United States. I don't know if you have them there, but they're kind of a sweet cracker. And you take 2 pieces of a graham cracker, you take a marshmallow and roast it over an open fire and get it all melty and smushy and crunchy. And then you put it in between the 2 graham crackers with the piece of chocolate. And so then you eat it. And it is one of the most divine things that will ever go into your mouth. I'm just going to tell you, a warm, melty marshmallow with chocolate and graham crackers. I kind of want to go have one right now, as a matter of fact. All right. So the best way to put the topper on, And I already put this stuff in here and closed up this bag because I didn't want the marshmallows to get hard. Marshmallows will get hard if they are exposed to air for a long time. So I have a stapler. It says Stampin' Up. The manufacturer that produced this for us quit producing them. And so you can't purchase this anymore. And I do love it. It's one of my very favorite tools. And in fact, when I heard that we were going to be running out of them, I ordered 3 more because I would be heartbroken if I didn't have one. So I've got a stash of them hoarded away. So just find any stapler will do. So you're just going to staple it here, and that just keeps it a nice secure shut there, and it pinches the whole top of the bag together. If I were to just put adhesive on here, the inside of the top of the bag would still be loose, and so it wouldn't give you this nice closure at the top. All right, so then I am going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals. There's my little tip for using up my dimensionals. I've got dimensionals here, and I'm just going to add them and then pop up my sentiment and my fox. And then at that point, you almost really can't even see the paper anymore, but it's okay. We don't care. It's still cute. So there you have it. Aren't those adorable? Oh no, did my live feed freeze? Have you guys still been able to see my live feed? Yikes. I don't know. I hope you are still here and able to watch it all. Okay, so those are my video is frozen on my iPad, so I wasn't sure if it was frozen for you too, but apparently not. Okay, good. So those are my sweet little treats. I was very excited about having those. I'm going to refresh my feed here so that I can hopefully still read everything on our Facebook. Okay. All right. It's still saying broadcast interrupted. I don't know what that's about. Yes, these are awesome to have when you're camping. So people take these camping or whatever. But the fun thing about them is if you make up a bunch of these in advance, I have to tell you, for our little party Saturday night, I made up a whole bunch of these. I didn't have these fancy toppers. I just bagged them and tied a bow around them. First of all, everybody was impressed. They were like, oh my gosh, these are really cute, even though I didn't even show them the fancy ones. And it made it so much easier than a bunch of marshmallows in a big bag and stuff everywhere. And using the one little individual candy was perfect, rather than having this big chocolate bar that you had to break up and deal with. So I think from now on, anytime we have s'mores, I'm going to be doing this. Even if I do it in a, even if I do this in like Ziplocs, I can totally see it being better than dealing with all the junk that you bring to do it, big bags of stuff. So I just counted how many kids we were going to have there, and then I went ahead and made up their goodies and ahead of time, and it worked out perfectly. So again, commercial break. If you want to see pictures of my husband doing his crazy job, you can check those out on my website at loveandstampin.com. And then, and leave him a comment. I'll have to read it to him, even though he'll like blush and be weird about it. I'll read it to him and tell him that there were people commenting. And then also you can make a purchase $50 or more, and you're going to receive a free celebration item of your choice for every $50 you spend. And we also have some products at the $100 level. And then of course you're going to get the free card kit that I'm offering this month when you use the host code with a purchase of 50 or more. Also, I just released my February tutorial bundle where I partner with 11 other ladies around the world, and we create tutorial bundles, and those I give out to everybody who purchases from me, no matter how much you order. So that's just a free gift that I give to anybody that places an order with me, and then my team gets those for free every month as well. Okay, so I think that's everything. Oh, except our giveaway. We should do our giveaway, right? Let's see. Where should I put these? I'm gonna put them there. I want to keep them. I want to keep it in the screen, right? Because I want you guys to still see it. So our giveaway for this week is the Happy Birthday Then Let's Die, and I'm going to be choosing a winner for this today. So let's take a look at it. At the beginning of the year, I always start thinking about birthdays and needing lots and lots of birthday cards to get me through the year. So that's why I wanted to do this giveaway. So this is a Happy Birthday Thin Let Die that cuts out this really pretty font word, Happy Birthday. And then I also have these honeycomb balloon embellishments. So I'll show you these. So those are the fun little embellishments. And so the winner of these goodies is, I already have her name here. Let's do a drum roll. The winner is Denise Bryant. Denise Bryant. She was on our live event last week, and so she is the winner of these goodies. And then I have a giveaway for next week. Shall we see it? It is this fun calendar with, these kind of moved on me, with the Post-it notes. I made this, and I thought this would be a fun giveaway, and I wanted to give it away because January is already over. So I thought, oh no, I need to get these out to somebody. And then these cute embellishments, which are the metallic enamel shapes. And so there's a couple sheets of enamel shapes in here. And so the winner next week will receive these. So in order to be entered to win, all you have to do is leave a comment. I always appreciate it if you share the post to help get my info out there more. But if you can't share it, that's fine too. As long as you leave a comment, that's my only criteria, is that you just simply leave a comment. And then I'll choose a winner next week for these goodies. So I'll be contacting Denise and letting her know she won the other ones and get them in the mail to her. So Rita asks, how do you get on the giveaways? I just joined you. So you've already entered, Rita. Just by leaving me a comment, you've already entered. And you do have to be in the United States. I cannot actually send stuff to people outside of the United States. So that is the only criteria. If I draw somebody's name and you're not in the United States, then unfortunately I'd have to draw somebody else. So just know that. So I'm super sorry if you're not in the US, but we love you. We love you for watching us, but Stampin' Up! Policy prohibits me from mailing anything outside of the United States that is Stampin' Up! Product. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for joining me today. Again, I hope you place an order or join my team. Would always love to have people become a member of my little stamping community. We have lots and lots of fun. If you have questions about that or you want to do that, there is information in the links below. And you can always contact me on Facebook or leave me a comment and ask about it as well. Oh, fun. Rita lives in Crescent City. So that's not too far from me. I live in well, I don't live in Sacramento. I live near Sacramento, California. So cool. Oh, thank you, Dawn. She says, such cute ideas. Love to watch your videos. Love that. Yes, Deborah says, I'm glad I can watch your videos now. I'm home at 4:30. So Deborah is a friend of mine that doesn't live very far from me, and she retired last week. So yay, everybody give her a hand clap. Today is her very first official day of retirement. So now she's able to watch and tune into my stuff. That's pretty fun too. Oh, Dawn says she's from Montana. Where in Montana, Dawn? Oh, thank you, Suzanne. Suzanne says Wendy is the best, one of the best uplines ever. That's very sweet. Oh, sorry, Norma. Yes, you are late. We're all done, but I'm hanging out and chatting and answering questions. We kind of have a lot of chit chat happening, so that's fun. Oh, Missoula. Okay, I know where Missoula is. Everybody does, I think, right? It's kind of a college town. So my cousins live well, she is technically my cousin, but it feels more like a sister to me. So she lives in Sydney, Montana, all the way on the other side of the state of Montana, way up in the northeastern corner. Okay, I think that I am going to sign off for now. I so appreciate you guys tuning in with me. And I hope that you tune in again next week to find out if you won these goodies. Anybody who commented will be entered to win, like I said before. And I'm going to go put these in the box and mail them off to my cousins, my nieces. And I think that's everything. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.